Hi everybody! So today we're talking about identifying keyboards. Keyboards are the piano, all of your mallet instruments, glockenspiel, xylophone, marimba, vibraphone, all of those instruments that have little bars that you either strike or press that make sound. So here's how they are laid out, okay? First off, you have a set of white and black keys. All of the white keys are your naturals. The black keys on top are the accidentals, the sharps and the flats, for the most part. As you go towards the left, you're playing lower notes. As you go towards the right, that's where your higher notes are. So the only way to identify a keyboard and the notes that you're playing are to look for the pattern of black keys. Black keys come in patterns of 2 and 3. If you notice, there's a space here where there's no black key. You have patterns of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and etc., etc. I just don't have enough space on my board. So for these, I like to think of 2 as chopsticks. Because, as we know, chopsticks have 2 little sticks that you use to eat with them. They also start with the letter C. If you go to the left of that black key, you have C. Sets of 3 are, well, kind of forks. Go with it. Think about school forks. Pretend they only have 3 little tines. But fork starts with the letter F. If you go down to the last set and go down 1, you get the letter F. And the same thing all the way down the keyboard. It's just chopsticks and forks, chopsticks and forks. So this would be chopsticks, forks, fork, forks. I guess it's really just one fork, right? Whatever. And then another chopsticks. So we know that this is C, this is F, and this is C. So we fill in the rest of the letters using the musical alphabet. The musical alphabet in America uses the letters A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And then after G, you go right back to A, B, C, D, E, F, G. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So you have this continuum of letters from A to G. So we can fill in the rest of this just by using the alphabet. This is C. If we go to the right, the next letter is D. Same thing. This is D. We go one letter to the right, and we get E. F is already labeled for us. After F, we get G. After G, you start all the way back over, right back at A. And we fill in the rest of the keyboard. So here's where our sharps and flats come into play. We'll use a different color. A sharp next to a letter takes it up a half step. One note to the right, because that's where our higher notes are. A flat takes you down one half step. One note to the left. A natural cancels out a sharp or a flat. All of these letters here on the white keys are natural. So here's where you get the sharps. The black keys are our accidentals. This note is still in between C and D. It's right in the middle of it. So this can be C up a half step, C sharp. This black key is D up a half step, D sharp. This one is F up a half step, F sharp, G up a half step, G sharp, A up a half step, A sharp, and so on and so forth. So I'll just fill out the rest of this keyboard right now. So here's where our flats come into play. Flats are the same principle as sharps, but just going the other direction. So this black key is still in between C and D. It's D to the left, one button, so it can also be called D flat. Even though it already has a name of C sharp, you can use both names, C sharp and D flat. This is called enharmonics, when a note has two different names but creates the same sound. It's still the same button, but it just has a different name. This button is just one button lower than E natural, making this E flat. Here, this button is one half step lower than this button, G, making it G flat. Here we have A flat and B flat. And I'm going to fill in the rest of the keyboard. Again, that word enharmonics means that there are two different written names for the same sound, or the same button. Wind players, this can be the same for you, where this is F sharp on a trumpet, but it's also G flat. It's the same sound, it's the same fingering, it's just a different way to write the note. Okay? So, again, we're still looking at half steps. But where would E sharp be? Here, we went one button to the right for sharps. So E sharp has an enharmonic name as well. It's F natural. E sharp and F natural are the same button. They just have a different name. F flat is the same thing. F flat is enharmonic to E natural. So think about B natural. There is a flat name you can use to get to B natural, but using a flat. Think about a note that is higher than B natural, add the flat symbol, and you get C flat. Likewise, you can get B sharp here. It's enharmonic to C natural. I'm going to fill out the rest of this keyboard just so that you can see it. I should just do this. F. Here's where I would copy your own keyboard so you have your own frame of reference when you're identifying notes. Percussion, this week you'll be identifying notes on a staff and where they would go on a keyboard. So they will give you the note They'll give you a staff and they'll put, like, A flat. All you have to do is touch A flat. For this week, I don't care what octave it's in. Just match the note on the staff to the keyboard itself. Good luck, guys!